Hi, today's question comes from Minor Players. I have heard you say we are trying to develop a clear thought sometimes when we meditate, as opposed to using the term mindfulness. Did I misunderstand, or are the two terms synonymous and of no real need for concern? Well, there's certainly no real need for concern, although it's helpful if we understand both of these terms. We should understand what is meant by a clear thought and what is meant by mindfulness, so we don't get caught up thinking that we're being mindful when we're not, or that we have a clear thought when we don't. So it's good. It's a good question to ask. Um, the word clear thought is something that I've sort of put together to explain what's going on in a simple manner. Um, and I would say it encompasses two terms that are used in the meditation tradition of the Buddha, which are sati and sampajanya. And these together I would call the clear thought. So sati is what we normally translate as mindfulness. And it's often said that the word mindfulness is a poor translation of the word. The word sati really means to remember, or remembrance, remembering. And in this and in that sense it can mean many different things, and it's used in a variety of different contexts. In this context it's qualified by the prefix patti, which means specifically, or exactly, or only, or bare. So in this case the word that we're looking for is bare remembrance, or specifically remembering something for what it is. An easy way to understand this is in terms of recognizing something. Okay, this is very technical, but we're asking about these words. The word mindfulness, if we translate it from sati in terms of the meditation tradition, it should mean recognizing something for what it is, only for what it is, and not making more of it than it actually is. This is the word sati. And so the use of this word, this mantra, that's the practice of mindfulness, and that's the thought part of it. Because every time something arises in our experience, we have thoughts about it. We say it's good, we say it's bad, we say it's me, we say it's mine. We create a story about everything. So we always have thoughts about things. Here, when we're talking about creating a clear thought, this is where the word mindfulness and sampajanya, sati and sampajanya, come in. Because when we say to ourselves, when we think something, we say thinking. When we see something, we say seeing. Instead, the thought that comes up is, instead of saying this is good, we're saying this is this. So specifically knowing something for what it is, and that's it, stopping there. This is the recognizing something for what it is. That's the word sati, or mindfulness. The clear part is sampajanya, and that's what comes from the word. When you say this is this, when you remind yourself of what it is, when you know it for what it is exactly and nothing more, then your mind is clear. The thought that arises is a clear thought. That thought of this is this, or knowing it for what it is, or when you watch the breath rising, falling, or when you feel pain and you say pain, pain, the thought that arises, it doesn't mean there's no thought. All you're doing is changing the thought away from a thought which is based on clinging, which is based on partiality, to a thought which is based on wisdom, which is based on clear understanding. And that's the word sampajanya, which means clear understanding, or full understanding, or clarity of mind. Okay, so I hope that helps to clear this up. It's the same process. The most important thing is that you understand the process, and that you understand why it is that we undertake this process of, people would say repeating in your mind this word. But actually what we're doing is we're changing the thought from a thought of attachment to a thought of wisdom, of clear understanding. Okay, so thanks for the question. Hope that helps.